us on Facebook?
Yep. Yeah. Long week. Longer for some of us, I think, than others.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
my gosh.
Yeah, long week. Took a little bit long getting to this.
Guys, it's the last regular season week of high school football.
Oh, I agree, man. Listen, I've been talking on and off with people all week of how great of a playoff. There's our number one right there.
Yeah.
The upcoming playoffs here. I mean, this is.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
This is just what a season. I mean, for some teams more than others, obviously, but it's still been really, really good and competitive. I mean, there's some really, really good stuff going on. So here we are, live from the Captain's Quarters in Dallas, Pennsylvania. This is the Assist Sports Podcast. And EJ, you know, what a season it's been so far. I mean, we're right down to the end here, and so with our starting five, first off, this is final week of regular season and getting ready for high school playoffs. And yeah, I'm sure the kids in school are all hyped. Where were you tonight now?
I was at the bonfire for my school when we were getting ready to trash Lehman tomorrow.
Love it. Spoken like a true mountaineer. Gonna trash Lehman tomorrow. That's funny.
Take the shoe, the big shoe.
Not
the shoe up their butt.
Just listen.
Pretty much.
It's not even take the shoe. It's keep the shoe because we've had it for a while now.
It's pretty much the shoe's already been up their butt. It's just we have to push it farther.
Yep, there you go.
For like the 5th year.
There you go.
So.
And there's some rivalry games this week, so we're going to get back into that in a little bit here. First off, though, let's get some of the business end of this out of the way. Let's do our NFL quick picks because there's some decent stuff in here.
That's a good idea.
Let's just buzz through these real quickly. Tonight's game, of course, Redskins at the Vikings. I have the Vikings, of course.
Yeah, I got the Vikings.
And I almost took them on my eliminator, but I decided not to. Seahawks at the Falcons. Who you got?
The Seahawks.
Yeah, I got the Seahawks as well. Eagles at the Bills.
This is close for me. I think the Eagles are going to give them a run, but I think I got the Bills on
I got the 5-1 Bills on this. I got the 5-1 Bills. All right. Chargers at the Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah, I got the Bears too. You know, it's always which Chargers team is going to show up. Hopefully the right Bears team shows up and gets this dub. We've got the Bengals at the Rams. Were we even talking about that?
Oh, my gosh. Why?
Yeah, it's the Rams all the way.
It's the Rams 24-7.
Yep. Broncos at the Colts. I've got the Colts.
That was not a score update, by the way, but I also have the Colts.
Yep. Giants at the Lions.
I got the Lions.
Yeah, I've got the Lions too. Buccaneers at Titans.
The Flaming Tax.
Yeah, I got the Flaming Tax, the Tennessee Tuxedos. Cardinals at the Saints.
The Saints.
I got the Saints and Teddy Bridgewater until further notice. Man, they just keep winning. Jets at the Jaguars. The Jets are just embarrassing right now.
Yeah,
Are we only talking about the Jags? Panthers at the 49ers, who are 6-0. 49ers. That's who I've got.
Niners.
Yeah, I mean, the Panthers are 4-2. This could be the week. This could be the week that the 49ers trip up. Never know. But they're playing at home. Browns at the Patriots. Really? Patriots are banged up in the receiver area, they did trade for Mohamed Sanu this week.
This is a game where Steelers fans lose.
Oh yeah, Steelers fans lose either way, but
so
yeah, no offense. The Browns are 2-4. Let's hope that the Patriots lose once here. Come on,
it'll be
please,
funny if they lose to the Browns. It'll be funny.
Yeah, please lose. Raiders at the Texans.
Texans.
Yeah, I got the Texans as well. Packers at the Chiefs, which was looking like a really great game. Don't know if Pat Mahomes is going to play. Don't think so. I've got the Packers.
Yeah.
Hard to pick against them right now.
That's very true. In that case, I'm going with the Packers.
And I've got we have the Dolphins at the Steelers, and this is my eliminator pick of the week. I got to go with the Steelers because it's the only time in the year I'm going to be able to pick the Steelers for eliminator, and there we go. So
This is very true. So
Yeah, great stuff. Anyways,
let's get up to our top 25.
let's get down to the top 25 college football picks now. And I'm going to bring in Jason McManus. I wasn't letting that one go. It wasn't your fault. How you feeling today, buddy?
I'm feeling pretty good, man.
All right.
Pretty good.
Good. Glad to hear it. Okay. So, got 3 top 25 matchups this week that are pretty interesting. First off, we have number 13, Wisconsin, at number 3, Ohio State. Honestly, Wisconsin dropped an L last week, and so that hurts. And I don't think this – at first I didn't think this was going to be a particularly close game, but I think Wisconsin will give them a little bit of a run. I like Ohio State by 13. Jason, what do you got?
Yeah, Wisconsin has a pretty good defense, but Wisconsin, they really haven't played anyone this year really great. And
Nope.
I think Ohio State's just the team to beat. They're athletic, they're fast. And until someone can match up well against them, I think there's only one team that could do that, and that game's in a few weeks. But Ohio State gets the job done this week by 17.
Nice. EJ?
I got Ohio State on this one, primarily because they're the better team, as much as I don't want to say it.
Yes.
I don't like Ohio State.
Me neither. Brian, we don't like Ohio State, buddy. Go ahead.
But I
know,
kind of a
give a
fan of
shout out
Northwestern.
to our friend Tom Savitsky watching tonight. Thanks for joining, Tom. I know Tom's a big Penn State fan, and we know
I'm not a big
Ohio
Penn
State's
State
gonna
fan,
match up
but I don't
against
like
Sioux.
Ohio.
Yeah, we don't like Ohio State at all, though.
We're
We don't even like to talk about them, Jay.
Yeah, but anyway, Ohio State is significantly the better team, as much as I don't want to say it. So I'm going to give this one to Ohio State by 20.
Okay. Number 9, Auburn at number 2, LSU. Jay?
Oh, man. Going into a swamp. LSU is a great team this year.
They are really
Not a great
good.
defense. It's going to be a shootout. I have LSU by 6. It's going to be a good game. The SEC strong, man.
Yep.
Strong. Oh, LSU
Yep.
by 6 in a great game.
I've got LSU by 13. I think what's going to happen is I think it's going to be close, and I think there's just going to be a fluky score towards the end that's going to really seal it. I got LSU by 13. EJ?
Oh, yeah, no. LSU, I think, is going to take this game and run. This is going to be a 20 to 22-point game, maybe more.
Wow.
I think this is
Wow.
going to be the week that Auburn collapses for good.
Ooh.
Could be.
Just watch.
Could be.
Watch.
Wow.
Number 8, Notre Dame at number 19, Michigan. EJ?
Notre Dame, another team I cannot stand. Oh my gosh. What is up with that team?
Yeah, right?
And they're playing Michigan. So, Michigan, they've been showing up in the past few weeks. They lost to Penn State, though. They're probably still hurting from that one.
Yep.
But they're playing Notre Dame. And once again, I really don't like saying it, but Notre Dame's going to have this game.
Yep.
Not really much to say about it except for the fact they got this game by maybe 7 to 10 points. So
I've got Notre Dame by 7. Not a whole lot to say. I think Michigan's a little bit overrated. Sorry. Jay, what do you think?
Actually, I'm returning the tide on you guys this week. I think Notre Dame's a team that's overrated. And Notre Dame has, had an extra week to prepare. I think they're going to come out slow in this game. This game's at the big house. And I think Michigan gets it done late in the game with a field goal and then win by 1 point. Listen, I'm a big Irish guy, being Irish, second favorite team. I don't like to say that I'm Penn State 1, Notre Dame 2, but I have to. But I'm going Michigan by 1 with the upset this weekend.
Somewhere, Scott Spurnoga's going, yep. There's Jay loving the multiple teams again, just hedging his bets. There it is. There it is
Maybe
again.
Maybe that's the meds that I'm on that's making me
Loving
say all this.
them all. Oh, love them all. One of them will win. Okay. All right. So now we get
You
down
laugh
to number
now.
4.
You laugh now, but you know that's true.
Yeah, it's very true.
EJ, I know where you live.
You know where I live?
We know where you live too, pal.
Well, you know
Watch
who I root for. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but I think that's the right time to just stop and move on.
Actually, not. One more. Hey, Jason, How are the Yankees doing? And here we go into number 4.
Dad, do I have to snap? Must I snap?
Only if you're thinking in your mind, you eliminate all the Yankees and the Yankee fans. Then go for it.
Okay. Moving on to not offend our Yankees fans. Okay. We support their farm teams,
Oh, I know. Come on. Listen, what's a little controversy among friends, right? Come on.
Next pick.
There. Here we go.
Oh, what everybody's been waiting for.
What everybody's been waiting for. This is the last week of regular season high school football picks.
One quick thing. I know there's that some parents are here to see to know what we think that their sons are going to do. We mention all the teams because we are representing NEPA, not specific teams. We're representing NEPA. We want to be open to all the teams and give everybody equal coverage. We're not trying to be centered over anything else. Just so we are aware of that. Moving on with that though. Let's Dad, you start us off with the first one.
Yeah, so let's walk ourselves right down here, and I've got a different particular order tonight. There's 2 games on this schedule that I think are a bit better than the others, so we'll pick those 2 last. First off, a rather easy game to pick, I think. North Pocono at Valley View. And honestly, I think Valley View is feeling a little salty right about now. And I think they are looking to get themselves rolling a little bit and lay a lot of points on somebody. And I think, unfortunately, tomorrow night, that's going to be North Pocono. I've got Valley View by 35. EJ, what do you got?
Let me tell you something. Valley View didn't look like they were all impressive against Dallas, but this is not Dallas. This is North Pocono.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got to keep that in perspective. So, as Dad says, he's got Valley View winning. I obviously have Valley View winning. I got Valley View winning by like 21, 22. It's not going to be that big of a deficit. Dad has.
Good timing, too. Jason, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with DJ here. I got Valley View by 21. Listen, Valley View is going to start ratcheting it up for playoffs, and they're going to start really being ready. And this is the week that starts.
Yep.
They're going to win by 21 points this weekend.
Yep, I agree. Speaking of teams that are looking to ratchet it up for the playoffs, here's a somewhat intriguing matchup, but I don't think it's going to be particularly close. That is Wilkes-Barre area at Berwick. EJ, why don't you take that one?
Wilkes-Barre area at Berwick. I saw this game and I was like, wow.
Well,
because
let's preempt this.
It's a loaded.
Both teams are playoff bound.
They're both playoff bound. You know that thing where people say, hey, that's a loaded question? This is a loaded game. This has got a lot. There's a lot you could pick apart on this. Berwick, good. Not as good as they were in past years. Good still.
Yep.
Not impressive compared to last year and the year before that. Wilkes-Barre surprised a lot of people. And I'm thinking now, who at the beginning, raise your hand, and don't worry, I can't see you through the camera, so if you are ashamed to admit this, it's okay, I can't see you. But if you went out and said, GAR and Myers and Coughlin, they're not going to get along, this Wilkes-Barre team's going to be terrible. If you say that the Wilkes-Barre Wolfpack were going to be terrible at the beginning of the season, raise your hand.
Got my hand up.
Jay, you better be raising your hand.
I'm raising both. I got 2 up.
No question.
I'll tell you right now.
No question. We talked about this a lot. Right at the beginning of the season, we talked about how it was going to be really, really hard to do it. But I think we also talked about Coach Cinti and how he could maybe pull us together. Go ahead, AJ.
So, that being said, Wilkes-Barre, they're going to play their butts off in this game. Because, let's just be honest, they're playoff bound, and that's great and all, but, another win, beating Berwick, would be outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
So
huge win.
Here's going to be my shocker pick. I got Wilkes-Barre by 3.
Wow.
I got
Shocker.
Wilkes-Barre by 3. And if you think that Wilkes-Barre is going to go in there and not even try, you've got another thing coming. That team's got heart.
Yeah, I agree. I'm
I got
gonna
Wilkes-Barre
give
by
you
3.
I'm gonna give you a couple of things real quick. Berwick played their butts off last week, and honestly,
Could be a little sore and banged up.
they
too.
could be a little bit sore and banged up, but I think they're a whole lot salty right now too. And it first of the best players on the field last week. Best player on the field last week was Lenny Kelly for Dallas, because the kid just didn't quit. He kept relentlessly coming at them. Even when they stopped the run, he kept push right to get yards. But the second best player on the field, and it's not close, was number 1 for Berwick, Lawbach. Let me tell you right now, that kid is special. He is really, really good. And I think he's the kind of kid that rallies the team a bit this week. And they're playing at home, which is a tough place to play, that Crispin Field. Hint, go to NEPA Stadium Reviews on Instagram and go see all the stadiums we've been at, because we've done all these reviews.
He's a friend of mine.
Yeah.
He's a really nice guy.
Go check that out. Crispin Field, tough place to play. It's below the street level. It's weird. It's like you're playing in a pit. I don't think Wilkes-Barre wins, guys. I think it's Berwick by 3 touchdowns. Jason, what do you think?
Yeah, listen, Coach Sinti, Coach of the Year. We mentioned that last week.
Oh, I think so. Yep.
I think everyone in the Valley is pulling for Wilkes-Barre in this game.
Oh, yes.
My heart.
Me too.
My heart's in it for them, but my heart believes that Berwick's going to win this game. You're going to hear a lot, and I agree with you, Jared, that it's going to be a lot of Lawbach for the tackle, Lawbach for the rush.
Oh, my gosh.
You hear Lawbach's name mentioned throughout the stadium all game long.
That kid's amazing.
Berwick gets the job done this week. They put a beating on Wilkes-Barre, but I hope they don't hang their heads, because get ready for playoffs, because they're going to make some noise.
Oh, they're in.
By 20. Berwick by 28.
Yeah. Wilkes-Barre's in it, and it's you know what? Hats off to Wilkes-Barre area, that whole staff. It's great.
Bright.
It's great. Listen, I agree. And however they put that staff together and however they worked it out, it's working. It took a little while to gel. And look, you played some tough teams along the way, Dallas included, and some other ones. And here's another one going to play tough. Hang your heads high. Great season. You don't even have a school to play for yet, technically. Go for it, guys. Next game.
Go,
Jason.
you two, go! Go, I want to see it. Have you ever seen that? Oh, it's a great clip. That's on YouTube.
Jason, I'll let you handle this next one. Hazelton at Crestwood. Are you going to that game?
I believe the McManus family will be at that game.
Nice.
We will.
Dress warm. Go ahead.
So this is senior night, obviously. Last
Yes.
home game for the seniors. Special group of kids, talented, athletic. Going to be a teary-eyed moment, I think, for many. I think Miller is going to pound the ball for another 155 yards on the ground. I think Crestwood's offensive line does control the line of scrimmage for much of the game, and they get the job done at home. It's not going to be close. It's going to be Crestwood by 20, and the fans in Crestwood are going to be going berserk.
I'll take a little bit of what you said. I agree with what you're saying. I think it's going to be a little closer than that. Hazelton, who we've been disappointed with all year, did have a good one last week. However, Crestwood catching a little bit of fire at the right time here and really doing some good things. I got Crestwood by 14 at home. EJ, what do you got?
Here's the thing. Crestwood, they're playing this game knowing that it's the last game of the last home game
Well, they're in the playoffs
of the
too.
season. It's the playoffs.
Yep,
Like,
they're in.
But you think maybe these seniors are going to step up and be like, "This is it. This is my last home game."
Absolutely, they will.
Sure, they
This is
will.
going to be it, and
Yep.
we're going to come out here and we're going to beat them. We're going to come out here and we are going to beat them, and I think that's what they're going to do. This is a 6-point game for Crestwood.
Okay. So, next one on our list here, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because I think we're all going to be very strongly in agreement on this one. Scranton at Delaware Valley. Scranton's done a couple of nice things, a little bit here and there. Del Valley, really, really good. Sorry. 28-point plus possibly win for Del Valley. I'm calling it now. They're at Del Valley. Sorry, Scranton. You should have been more consistent this year, but you're going to get killed tomorrow night. EJ, what do you think?
Oh, this ain't even close, boys. This is not even close.
Yep, not close.
Honestly, this is a 40-some point game. Scranton is
Wow.
not.
Yeah.
Their safeties aren't there. They're ghosted in the middle. What's their defense? Is it like stand there and put your hand up like this? You might as well be a popcorn vendor. That's what they're doing. It's like the guy's gonna drop back to pass, and they're gonna be like, "Hi, do you want to buy some popcorn?" Oh wait a minute, should I be tackling you right now? Like they don't even know what they're doing. So let's go with Delaware Valley by 40.
All right, Jason.
I got Del Val and Coach Ulsimer's team winning by 28. This team is one of the best teams in the area, if not the best team in the area.
Yep.
And they easily win this game as well. Next game.
Yep. Not close.
Who do you think would win that if they played Dallas?
Del Val.
Del Val?
Yep.
You think?
Could be.
I know.
That would be a slugfest.
Could be.
I don't want to answer either way.
Who'd Del Val lose to? They lost a game this year.
Valley View or Western Wayne, one of the two.
I don't know about that. I have to look that one up.
We'd have to look it up. All right.
I think they lost to Western Wayne.
We'll check it out. Next game. Here's an intriguing one. Lakeland. You never know what you're getting out of that team. Obviously, we all blew that pick last week. At Dunmore, again, you never know what you're getting with Dunmore. Really crazy. Jason, go.
Yeah, so this is one of those backyard brawls that's
Yep.
on paper this week.
Yep.
Dunmore's a solid team at home. These teams have been Dr. Jekyll and Hyde all year.
Yep.
It's just been crazy to see the way they've been playing and up and down. And never seen a Dunmore team that was, Dr. Jekyll and Hyde like this because of Coach Hentz's and all those years that he was there. And I think he's probably turning over a little bit watching this happen this year. I've got Dunmore winning this game. And they win by 16.
16?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's a little closer just because both teams have been inconsistent. I do have Dunmore winning this one at home. I think they get a little bit back more to the roots that got them state ranked to begin the season before they went on their little inconsistent slide. I've got Dunmore by 10. And I again, perfect analogy, Jay. At Jekyll and Hyde, both teams all year, we all thought with this as just average that Scranton Prep looked that Lakeland would beat them last week at home, and Scranton Prep went up there and utterly destroyed them. And I just don't understand that. So I don't know how that's even happening. But
Delaware Valley's undefeated.
Delaware Valley is undefeated. Okay, I thought they might be.
They won a close one against I don't know what it was. I think it was Abington. I think I saw that they gave them a run and then they took
All
it
right.
off.
EJ, Lakeland at Dunmore. What do you got?
Lakeland and Dunmore is at Dunmore. So, yeah, this is one of those games where I think Dunmore pulls away with the help of a home crowd.
Yep.
I got Dunmore in this game by like 13.
Okay.
Not a lot to say about it because it's just Lakeland to me has been a little disappointing though. Is it just me?
Considerably. They should be way better. Way better. I don't understand it.
They should be at the caliber of what Delaware Valley's doing right now.
They should be at the caliber of Western Wayne for sure.
Western Wayne,
at the very
up
least.
there.
Okay.
They're not in higher tier right now.
Yeah.
There's Q, there's A, and there's B, and there's D.
Yep.
Okay. Q is Delaware Valley
Yep.
right now. A is Valley View, and if we're talking just like a one, it's Valley View.
Valley View and Del Val.
And it's and no, Delaware Valley's Q. They're Alpha, whatever.
Yeah,
And then
they're
there's
really
A,
good.
and then there's Valley
Yep.
View, and potentially Scranton Rep and Western Wayne, and then B is Scranton and garbage below them.
Yep.
You know, what is up, dude?
Yeah.
With Lakeland.
Should have been a lot better.
Should have been way
You
better.
watched it.
I'm expecting a better season out of you next year. I'm swearing to
I
you.
agree. I think next year's probably a good year for them. Abington Heights at Wallenpaupack. EJ, why don't you take that one?
Oh, yes. Oh, I love this game. I love this game so much, mostly because the Buckhorns.
Huh.
Man, oh man, that's been an emotional roller coaster, hasn't it been?
Yes.
So, they're going to come into this game thinking, oh, we're playing Abington. Meh. And they're going to lose. Abington is going to win this game.
How about that?
Abington's going to win this game by 3.
Abington probably, I could be wrong. I looked at it. Abington probably, and especially if they win, the most likely team to face Dallas on the road in the first round of the playoffs right now is what it's looking like. Close game. I would love to see Abington win it on the road. I don't think they're going to. We know about Wallenpaupack and how that sets up there. Tough place to play.
Oh, it's so cold.
Yeah, I got Wallenpaupack by 7. Jay, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm very similar, Jared. You know, we talk about this year how these high school teams struggle on the road.
Yep.
I have Wallenpaupack winning this game in a close one by 6.
Yeah.
Close game.
Yeah, I think all three of us can pretty much agree it's going to be a close game. So this one here, you know, I'm gonna circle this game. This might be a game to come back to that might affect a couple things. Don't know. Here's a snoozer. Sorry for those Pittston fans. Sorry. Pittston area at Wyoming area. Jay. You still there?
Yeah, do we really have to pick this game? I mean, really?
Yes,
I
we
think
do.
we all know
Yes, because we have to be equal.
We gotta pick
Wyoming area by many touchdowns. How about
many
that
touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, no
many
offense.
touchdowns.
This is a rivalry game for them. Unfortunately, it has not been much of a rivalry lately.
Literally,
Wyoming area.
The only thing Pistons winning in this entire thing is who can flip the most buses because we're pissed off that our team sucks.
Yeah, it's bad. Wyoming area by 42.
You know, they might have a better band,
and that's only because Wyoming area is going to get up early in this one, and then they're going to rest some of their starters because they've got playoffs next week. So, anyways, there you go, EJ.
Yeah, the key to this game, as I already said my opinion, is to protect DeLuca at all costs.
That's it.
At all costs. Because I'm going to tell you right now, DeLuca gets hurt, and night Wyoming area.
Yeah, not good.
He is Wyoming area.
Yeah, he is.
So,
and those 3 big linemen, yes.
By the way, one of those tried to follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, those boys. Listen,
yeah, you can follow me.
Those boys are, man, they're big. They're good players too. They're in on. Oh man, they're good.
Yes, but regardless, protect DeLuca with all of your might. Guard him like he is your life.
Well,
because he is your second life.
He's your lifeblood, and so let me give you a clue. Wyoming area coaches, please stop with the kickoffs and punt returns. Please get the kid off the field. You're going to win the game easily. Please pull him early. Please get your other kids some playing time.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Kids are joining Wyoming area's team,
and
they're just like,
sad game.
I'm going to practice and getting my butt kicked by the coaches.
Oh yeah,
every practice, and I'm not even playing a minute. So it's like,
here's a game here. I think we're all going to have some differing opinions on. Wyoming Valley West at Williamsport. Jay, go for it.
The Sparty's been hurt all year. Eagles hurt. But you know what? They're going to Williamsport, and I think this game is going to be won by Valley West by 14. I'm pulling for the Spartans this week.
Wow.
I think they put it together this week and get a W.
EJ, what do you got?
I have Williamsport by 7.
I have got Williamsport by 10. I think Williamsport cashes in on the unbelievable amount of injuries that Valley West has. And it's senior night for them. They have very little of anything to play for. They want to go out with a win. I think they're going to get one by 10. Valley West is really not good.
Yeah, this is going to be the one time that they don't bounce a check.
Yep, they're going to. Well, I took the money over. I said they're going to cash in. Come on now. Dad jokes. Come on. All right. Snoozer. Susquehanna at Holy Redeemer, and in the guise of trying to.
I'm legitimate.
Sorry, I'm getting on here. In the guise of having equal treatment for the teams. Sorry, both teams are not good, but I think that Susquehanna will win this game by 14. Jason, what do you got?
Susquehanna by 11 in one of the worst games of all time.
Yep, not good. EJ, what do you got?
I'm gonna repeat exactly what I said upstairs before you cut me off. This is to get on a more positive note, to not offend any of our Catholic friends or cow tipper friends. This is gonna be a game of equal skill and strength and fun stuff like that. So this is gonna be
I love it.
Strength that is of your neck, on how long your neck can hold you going like this. Susquehanna, they make right now they're in a playoff spot.
They are. And I think they solidified
they
after
have
this
one win, and that's only because Carbondale has 0. Okay, that's how bad we're talking here. And so I think this is going to be one of those garbage games. This is going to be like one of those 3-0 games.
I actually have a 5A. When we get to starting 5, I have a 5A. Remind me. I'm serious. I think you know where I'm going with this one. Anyways.
West Side Tech.
So no. Oh no.
No, 3-0. Yeah, 3-0 Susquehanna.
3-0 Susquehanna. Wow. Wow. Pitching a shutout. Complete game shutout. Okay. Honesdale at West Scranton. Oh, man. Jason, can you tell us anything about this? Earth to J.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. You guys go. I'm trying to find my game. You guys can pick this first.
Yeah. So, man, so here's a funny thing. West Scranton at home, playing on a big field, utterly disappointing this year. Came into the year ranked in the top 20 in the state in their class, and they have one solitary win this year. Like, wow, Invaders. Y'all have been invaded, apparently, multiple times. And Honesdale's coming to town. And honestly, I kind of like Honesdale just as a group. And I have Honesdale by 7 on the road, coming in and invading with whatever they invade on up in Honesdale. I'm not going to stereotype and all. But I got Hornets.
Hornets nest.
They're going to bring Hornets with them. They're going to invade with the Bees. They're going to win by 7. EJ, what do you got?
Yeah, you best not tap or even go near a bee's nest, because if you do, you are a madman. I see a bee's nest, I'm up the street. I don't like bees.
Yes.
You can ask Isaiah. He doesn't like bees either.
No, I know.
That's my brother. Anyway, so West Scranton, man, they've been getting invaded from all sides.
Oh, yes.
I wonder if they ever found that bell that Scranton shoved pretty fast.
Well, I got one for you guys.
But
I think West Scranton brings the exterminator, and they do away with the Hornet's nest, and they win by 7.
Yo, you got West Scranton by 7?
West Scranton by 7.
They could.
West Scranton by 7, you say? Oh, that's cute.
Yes, sir.
I have Honesdale by 10.
Nice. Cute. Honesdale. Let's go, Honesdale. Eliminate West Scranton once and for all.
I don't want to
because Dallas wants Abington in the first round. What we want.
Yeah.
Okay. Tunkhannock area at Midwest. Midwest. Jay, you're up.
I know a lot about it.
Tunkhannock by 8.
Tunkhannock by 8. I have Tunkhannock by 10. Tunkhannock's in the playoffs.
My friends,
They're decent. They're not great, but they're pretty good.
I hope that they get far enough so I can play them. So I want to see my friends. But Midwest to me is we talked about. Well, we didn't really talk about because Dad and Jay were kind of clueless about Wyalusing. They play similar to Wyalusing, except they're significantly better than Wyalusing. So, imagine a non-green and yellow Wyalusing team playing Tunkhannock. That's exactly what you have in this game. I have Tunkhannock in this game by 13.
Nice. Yeah, I think we're all kind of agreeing on that one.
But Midwest is not terrible.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Jason, who's all of a sudden gone silent and not very wordy for some reason, going to let you start this next game since you would know quite a bit about this one. Riverside at Northwest area.
This is an interesting game, right?
It is,
because
right?
Riverside scores a lot of points, and they scored a lot of points against Old Forge, but Northwest came and gave Old Forge a run for their money as well.
They did.
I'll go with my heart and go with the Vikings in this because I'm true to the Vikings. This is going to be a really good game. But in the end, I think it's Riverside by 13.
Honestly,
I think Riverside's offense is too much for Northwest.
Honestly, all things being equal, if there was nothing else going on tomorrow night, I'd go up to Northwest and watch this game.
They have a nice little facility.
They got a nice facility up there, man. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw the post.
Jay,
you should go check it out.
Yes, on NEPA Stadium Reviews on Instagram. Hey, dude, it's
He's
a
nice guy.
Have you? Sir, I didn't hear what you said. Have you been up to that stadium?
No, I have not. That's on NEPA, right?
NEPA Stadium Reviews
on Instagram. He's a nice guy. I'm really good friends with him.
So yeah, it's a nice facility, man. Check it out.
They just got turf and lights last month or last season.
Yeah, beautiful stadium.
It's really
nice.
Also, shout out to my boy Anthony for doing really good at Northwest. Yeah, you go, buddy. Let's go. Keep it going. We got to share on my friends. You know what I'm saying?
I've got Riverside. I think that I think this is just slightly bit of an odd game. Northwest been a little bit inconsistent. I think they played really hard and played their hearts out last week against Old Forge, and I think they're in for just a little bit of a letdown this week. I've got Riverside.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago, but
2 weeks. But you get it. You get it.
Absolutely.
I think they're due to just drop one. I got Riverside by 17. What do you got, EJ?
Oh, Northwest is better than they were last year, that's for sure. And honestly, my heart tells me that Northwest is going to win this game, but at the same time, Riverside though. Like I was at a bridge when I was doing this game, and I didn't know if I crossed this bridge with faith and saying Northwest would win, that the bridge was going to collapse on me, or if it was going to stay up. So going with my gut here, I'm going to go and say that Riverside comes back and wins this game by 4.
Yeah, that must have been
It'll be a good game.
Yeah, I think it will be. I think it will be pretty good. Again, I was thinking Riverside by 10. I think there's a possibility of a late score that just kind of blows it away a little bit. Nanacoke. Ugh.
Oh, this will be a fun game.
Yeah.
Battle of the Sansui Highway.
Yes.
Backyard brawl.
At Hanover area in the pit.
Oh, you mean the pit that I heard a story about this. My friend, NEPA Stadium Reviews, he's a really nice guy, by the way. Yeah, so we went to go take some pictures of this garbage dump that they called the pit. I couldn't even get in there. I couldn't even take any pictures.
Of course you can. I expect to get in there.
I had to get,
a brick wall.
Dude.
It's surrounded by a Trump wall.
Every
Well, let me tell
other
you something.
stadium, nice open air policy can see. What's Hanover hiding? Nuclear weapons?
yeah, literally their
The
scoreboard's
wall.
like falling off the side of their school. It looks like it's gonna like fall anytime. But I couldn't get in there. Couldn't take any pictures. The place was like graffitied and ugh.
You pick it first.
So in this game, Nanacoke had it last, which by the way, that post is coming up sometime this week. Nanacoke is, because I have yet to post it, but I took pictures of it. Regardless, they're going to the pit. Hopefully, they don't sink in that pit because it looks run down. So if we're being real here, Hanover, take this W and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be a W that you're going to take. You're probably not going to get one anytime soon.
Yeah.
After this, so.
That's going to be about it.
I
I
have
agree.
Hanover by 10 points.
I've got
Hanover by 15 on this one. I think they get it done in the pit. And EJ, if you do want pictures, you walk in where the school is and you stay on top there, and you just like go down next to the fence that's above the stadium. You get pictures right there to the fence.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to go down there and take more pictures before I post it.
We'll have to be careful though. We might get jumped or something.
Yeah, same thing with Wilkes-Barre. Like, I was going to take pictures that same day at Wilkes-Barre, and I was, like, scared. I, like, quickly shoved my hand in the little bar thing and quickly shoved it back out. I was like, I got to get back in the car. I'm done. I can't do this. I'm out.
Yeah, it's.
I can share a quick story with everyone. I broke into that stadium once on a weekend. I was a young kid, and who did I break into that stadium with? None other than Suleiman Ismail. We were coming home from somewhere, and we were walking back to his grandmother's house, and we decided to hop the wall. Oh, man, talking about an adrenaline rush. I was scared of my life.
Yeah.
Which one, Hanover's?
But no.
Wilkes-Barre's?
No, Wilkes-Barre. Boy, wasn't that a specter of things to come?
Well, turn things around, but, I got to say, I mean, those boys in that family, they were raised by Laura Bach-Knight, and what a wonderful Christian woman she was.
Yep.
She did an amazing job.
Agreed. I've got Hanover by 14 in that game. That's what I've got. They've played inconsistent. Got a big win earlier in the year against Athens and have looked terrible ever since, unfortunately.
Guys, can I share one more story about the Ishmael family real quick? So the Ishmaels moved to this area, and they attended the same church that we did, Wilkes-Barre Assembly of God. And my family used to always go camping every summer at Hickory Run State Park, and a bunch of other families would come up and visit us. There was a couple of families from a church that also used to camp with us. Well, the first year that the Ishmael brothers moved here, they brought them up to the campsite and to hang out with us for the day. And the boys were introduced to my father, and the one gentleman, Pat Mead, goes, Jim, I'd like to introduce you to Rahib, Kadre, and Suleiman. My dad goes, Bob, Larry, and Joe, come on, let's go play some wiffle ball.
That's funny.
I'll never forget that day.
Yeah. I'll tell you a real quick story about Rahib. So, my junior year of high school, he was a senior, and my next door neighbor was a really good 400 meter runner and a 200 meter runner for Dallas. At the time, his name was John Strange. We found his dad later, changed his last name to Wetzel. What a great guy. And the two of them were friends. They became really good friends. So much so that in Rahib's junior year, when Notre Dame came to Penn State, he had reached out to John and said, hey, after the game, meet me down below. So we went down below and got to see him in his three-piece suit after the game and shook his hand, was talking. It's really, really neat, man. Really, what a guy. He never forgot. He never forgot where he came from. Really,
That's
really
right, never.
good guy, man. Okay.
Hey, listen, I got to tell you one more thing. Did you know that Kadre Ishmael has the record against the Steelers for most reception yards against the Steelers in Steelers Stadium? Did you guys know that?
No, that's an odd one.
Yeah, I'll share it with you on Facebook because Kadre posted it the other day.
That's pretty awesome.
We should.
Yeah, listen,
Raven.
another good guy.
Yep. Oh
Here,
my God. Oh,
one snoozer left, and 2 good games to go. Old Forge at Montrose. Are we even going to bother with any time, really?
Move on. Old Forge by 50-some points.
Old Forge by 42 points. Boy, Montrose, can I just give you, please, some nice, encouraging, kind words? Please field the team next year. Oh, come on. That's disappointing. It really, really is. We wanted you to be better this year. We were hoping. Just didn't happen. EJ, thoughts?
Old Forge. We love him. Well, my dad out here, he, when we talk about Old Forge being good, my dad, I don't know why, but he gets all, like, uppity and goes, they never played nobody this year.
No. I
You
used
told
that
me
up
that.
to the Dunmore game. I said they hadn't played. They were 6-0, and I said 6-0 against who? And I called it. So can't use that one against me, man. I called that one right on the money.
Regardless, he kept saying they haven't played anybody.
They hadn't.
Right, and so now, Dad, would you like to say those words? They haven't played anybody this year?
No. I will say that they have now played a few decent teams. Riverside, Dunmore, Northwest. Yeah, now they've played a couple good teams. Prior to that, they hadn't played anybody. Jason, agree with me on that?
Yeah, absolutely. I saw an article this past week where not only in college but in high school locally too, these athletic directors are going to start looking into scheduling the games the fans want to see.
Yes.
And I hope that really happens.
Yes. We've been talking about this on and off too, because I think next year, and I think that the schedules switch again next year.
They do.
So Dallas is going to see some different teams.
Hanover.
And we've already been talking about some teams that we want to see.
I want to see Hanover.
We went through this 2-year cycle where we were a home and away with Crestwood.
Screw Crestwood. I don't want to play them.
But I'm just saying, we hadn't played them before.
Hey, now, easy boy.
Hey. I don't want to play them. I hate playing them in the Soup Bowl.
Yeah.
So cold. Regardless. Can I get back to what I was saying?
Yeah,
So, this is where my dad could possibly say that, even though now he's going to be stubborn and not.
Well,
Montrose, what are you doing on that field? It talked about, like, peanut vendors at Scranton Stadium. You can join them.
Flower
you can join
pickers.
them. You could be, make, I'm sure they could use your help maintaining that stadium, or maintaining your own, or maybe fixing your bleachers.
Got a nice stadium up there, though.
What, in Montrose?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like when I tried to walk up the bleachers at the cross-country invitational that I was running at, and I thought I was going to fall through because, like, it was all creaky and garbage. Right. Okay. Yeah, long story short, in the cross-country invitational that I ran in a few years ago, they told us not to go into the football stadium because they were setting things up, and they told us we weren't allowed to go in the football stadium unless we were running the race, which ended up ending on the track. Well, me and my friends knowing Dallas, we got there about 2.5 hours early, and we broke into Montrose's stadium, and we climbed up onto the bleachers, and I thought for sure I was going to fall through the bleachers because they're like old and garbage. Although it looks like they have a black track, which is kind of nice. Old Forge is going to make use of that black track by making Montrose part of it. This is going to be a 60-some point game.
Yeah,
Bring your pillows and blankets, stay warm, and snuggle into bed while you're at it.
And get ready to hear Old Forge's fights on a lot.
I don't even think they have a band, do they?
I don't know. Western Wayne at Scranton Prep, one of my 2 highlight games of the week. This is a good one. Western Wayne, we know how good they are against Scranton Prep at home. Scranton Prep off a big shellacking at Lakeland last week. Jay, what do you think?
good game. Western Wayne by 9 because all they do is run, run, run.
Absolutely.
They're gonna run away with this game by 9 points.
Yeah. We've seen Scranton Prep a couple times this year. I think Western Wayne, just the way they run, will just continue to stretch the chain, move the chain, stretch the chain, move the chain. And I think they're just going to just say, look, at Scranton Prep's good. We're going to have to wear these guys out to be sure that we beat them. And they're going to. And it's going to take a lot of time off the clock. It's going to wear them down. And I've got Western Wayne by 10, and only because they're just going to run a lot and be very careful with the ball and try to do enough on defense to keep Scranton Prep off balance. I've got Western Wayne by 10. EJ, what do you got?
I'll do you one better. Western Wayne by 20. Because they're going to run the ball.
Yeah, it could be.
Because let's just be honest, if Scranton Prep wasn't getting used to Pittston doing the same thing over and over again, how are they going to be able to counter Western Wayne?
Yeah,
doing
right.
the same thing.
True.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
This is logic, folks.
Yeah,
That's how logic works.
I agree.
So I got Western Wayne winning by 20.
Yeah. That very well could be the case. Western Wayne could come in there.
Although it's upsetting because I feel for Carter Odell, dude. He's carrying that team.
Well, he's a good young man. Let me tell you, good player. I feel almost like Western Wayne will use the same playbook that Wyoming area did coming in there and just do the same thing. Try to dominate as much as they can on defense and run the ball right down their throat on offense. So it could very well go that way. All right, and last but certainly not least for us, Lehman at Dallas, old shoe game. Jason, you first.
I got Dallas by 14. They keep the shoe again. I do want to wish, I will say this, Brian McDermott, really great guy. It's his last year coaching high school football. He's decided to hang up the cleats after many years. He's an assistant on the Lehman team. So I want to wish him very well in his retirement. He's meant a lot to high school football in the area for decades. And I want to wish him well. But unfortunately, Dallas doesn't give him the proper send-off. And Dallas gets the job done by 14.
Yeah, there you go.
But Coach McDermott, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm not going to say a whole lot about this game only because what more is there to be said? Lehman's a pretty solid squad, folks. I never want to get to a point where I fall asleep on Lehman because it doesn't matter if one team's way down, the other team's way up. It's anybody's game. Lehman 7-2. I want to remind everybody they had Wyoming area beat at halftime, and it wasn't close. The way that Lehman was playing that game, it wasn't close. Wyoming area totally adjusted the second half and came out and beat them. That all being said, this is Dallas. I don't know how well Lehman's going to be able to stop the run. I think this is a game that you could see Dallas mix it up a bit more to keep Lehman off balance. I think teams are going to now try what Berwick did last week, which is their only saving grace is stopping the run. I think they're going to try to load guys in the box to stop the run, and I think they're going to find that they cannot do it. I think we will keep them off balance for a while. I have got Dallas. Hate to say it, that line is going to take over the game again, and Dallas is going to win this game by 24 points. We're going to keep the shoe. Go, boys. And the reason I feel this confident about this game is every Dallas player we have interviewed, EJ can attest to it, and you can watch every one of those interviews right on our Facebook page. You can watch them. Every one of those kids said the same thing. We are going to prepare for this game just like we do any game. And that's exactly what you want to hear. You don't want to hear a team getting up real big for one game over all the others. I never heard that once out of these kids, and I believe it. I think they're ready to this is a tune-up for playoffs. Although Lehman is also a playoff team, I think Dallas gets it done at home on senior night for the old shoe. Dress warm, folks, going to that game. EJ, final thoughts on the Dallas Lehman game?
Oh man, I'm already getting lightheaded thinking about it.
Me too.
Oh
It's
man,
gonna be a fun one.
Now, listen. Allow me to do some explaining as I show you how to save 50% of the universe. So you see this? Anybody know what this is? This is an infinity gauntlet. Now you might be thinking, boy, how does that have to do with anything? Lehman, take notes. Dallas, watch me. This is our team. We've beaten tough teams that we think we wouldn't have beaten if we weren't ranked. We've beaten Valley View. We've beaten Berwick. We've beaten Wilkes-Barre. We beat Valley West. We weren't expecting to beat Valley West or what we were going. We didn't know what was going to happen because Valley West was still very unpredictable. So Valley West, we've beaten Tunkhannock because we had no clue what we were going into in that game.
That's kind of true. Yep.
And guess what? We're going to beat Lehman. And guess what? We're going to snap. And we're going to send them home. We're going to send them home. Lest I remind you that my 8th grade year, I'm a junior now. My 8th grade year, you can attest to me.
We had what? 1 win?
We were 1-8.
Yeah, we were 1-8 going into the game out at Lehman.
And I was talking to Lenny about it tonight at the bonfire. We were 1-8. They were 7-2 at Lehman.
Yeah, they really had a good team there.
And guess what? We came back and we beat them by 8.
Yeah.
By 8. 8 points. 1-8 versus a 7-2 Lehman team. And we came back and we beat them. So if you tell me right now that we about to go undefeated and you can't do this, think again, bud. Think again. You're at Dallas. You're way smarter than that. Think again. Lehman, I just want to, first of all, give you a round of applause for finally not coming to the bonfire and finally being smart enough to realize that there's police and a bunch of Dallas kids that are ready to kick your butt. Because I was waiting for it. Lenny's like, I was like, hey, there's gonna be some Lehman kids that show up. He's like, yeah, dude, I literally can't wait for them to show up. And I was like, this kid. But yeah, no. So, boys, let's get all amped. Let's go out there. Let's hit some players and let's throw this ball around and let's hit the end zone.
How many points?
This is an unexpected game, so picking a score for me would be tough. It could be close. It could be not close. But overall, I've got Dallas in the range of 28 points.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know. I almost feel a little bit shaky about picking them by so many points, but we've been so good. Listen into these kids after every game. Just they're not out there going, wow. These kids are all, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. They've been humble. It's the way they approach every game. They keep saying over and over again, we're going to prepare for this just like we prepare for every other game. Sold. I get it. You learn, and these kids, this is their year. We're going to lose a lot of seniors this year, some solid ones.
Yeah, we're in trouble next year.
We are in trouble next year. But here's the thing. I believe that they've got it in hand tomorrow night. I really do. Yep, we got some good young kids coming up. We do. It's going to be some interest. We're going to be pretty interesting. So we have on our starting five. Well, actually,
RJ.
Starting five and a substitute this week. There's a substitute as I was looking over these games.
Let's go with the regular 5, and then we'll go with 5A.
Yeah. Here's our laugher of the week.
Because we already know what Jason's gonna say. So.
Well, not even this laugher. No, I want to do something else first, and then we'll do the rivalry.
I know.
Okay. Who wins a game between Holy Redeemer and Carbondale, Jason?
Oh my gosh.
Carbondale.
Carbondale. Only because they're in the Lackawanna League, I say Carbondale. It's the only reason I say it.
That's why I would say Carbondale too.
I had to do it. It came to me tonight as we're looking over the list, and I'm like, hey, where's Carbondale? Oh, bad. Very bad. All right, for number 5 in our starting 5 this week.
For our actual regularly
Yes.
scheduled number 5.
Yeah, being that it's rivalry week of all these high schools, and some rivalries don't happen this week. Some have happened in other weeks. Jason, what's the best rivalry out there right now?
Riverside Old Forge.
Yeah, we knew you would.
We knew it.
And honestly, I find it hard to argue against you on that, knowing the history of that game. It just is such a rivalry. It has been for so long. However, I hate to tell you, while the Pittston, Wyoming area one used to be big, it's just gone lopsided on the Wyoming area end recently. Biggest one, and not just because we're involved in it, it's always Dallas Lehman. And I want to tell you why. I have tons of kids from other schools I've always run into. All of them say, oh, you guys play your arch rival. What do you guys play for again? The Old Shoe. Oh, yeah, the Old Shoe. That's right. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. So it's just a crazy rivalry. It was so close when I was growing up. Man, always. One year or the other, you just never knew. My dad took us to those games. We didn't even go to Dallas. He's like, we're going to the Old Shoe. I'm like, what? So, big rivalry.
I'd have to agree with that one for the Wyoming Valley. Lackawanna Conference, Old Fort Riverside.
Oh, yes. Yes, I agree.
Wyoming Valley Conference, definitely Lehman and Dallas.
Yep. I think you'd get some people who would say Lakeland Dunmore, but I'm going to go Riverside Old Forge for sure in the Lackawanna side. What do you got, EJ?
Let's name some honorable mentions before I name my actual one. Honorable mentions in the Lackawanna Conference: Old Forge Riverside, West Scranton versus Scranton.
True.
What used to be Prep and Holy Cross, that was a little bit of a thing. They was just starting. It's a shame that Holy Cross doesn't have a team now. But regardless, moving on.
Holy Cross might be Holy Redeemer without a team. Go ahead.
Yeah, honestly, pretty much. Lakeland Dunmore, Western Wayne, and Carbondale. That's a good one. North Pocono and Pocono Mountain East.
No, that's Pocono Mountain East, Pocono Mountain West. That game's this weekend,
but North Pocono plays Pocono Mountain East sometimes, and I know that gets heated. On the Wyoming Valley side of things, we can assure you that a Wyoming area and Pittston are fighting each other. Valley West and Berwick, Valley West and Wilkes-Barre now is starting to be a thing. Northwest and Lehman and Dallas, Tunkhannock hates Wyalusing Valley. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're not as bad as Dallas and Lehman, but Tunkhannock and Wyalusing Valley, look out. Like, don't go to the stadium when they play a Wyalusing. Don't. I've been told by multiple people who don't even care about football, who go to Tunkhannock, that say, don't go to that game.
Yeah.
That's a little scary.
Who's your winner though?
My winner obviously is Dallas and Lehman.
Yeah, it is.
Because let's just be honest, I don't think you come up with another school that has tactics on what to do if the other school comes over and tries to sabotage.
Yeah, so
you just don't. Like, Dallas literally has a game plan of literally who all is going to do what when Lehman kids drive over in their trucks and cowboy boots.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. And again, you'll try it. You won't listen, Lehman. So I'm gonna warn you now.
No vandalism. We will find you.
No. Forget they won't even try that.
I'm just
Trust me. Lehman. Our stadium is not like yours. where you can walk all the way around the outside of the football field
And drag people in the woods.
and drag people into the woods over there at that back end and stuff like that. That's all funny and all and great and going after kids with the knight's sword and all that stuff. That's all funny. Do not try to come over to our side. It's a dead end. You won't get out. Please don't come over. The police are everywhere. Don't even try it. Stay on your side. Stay on your side. Take your loss and go home. Don't do it.
You will be a very sad boy if you
There
come
you
over
go.
to our side. Even if you come and mess with the band, you will be a sad, sad boy.
All right. Rivalry week is done. So this is it for the end of the regular season. And
We got a playoff preview.
we're gonna have a playoff preview coming up. So Jason, get ready for that. We'll talk about that. I'll talk to you about that more.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's going to be real good.
Thanks for joining tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks for a great season for the regular season. And go see some high school football this weekend.
I agree. A lot of games to go see. Weather be darned. Go see some games.
Jason, don't hang up.
Yeah,
but
Jason,
yeah.
don't hang up yet.
I figure I should probably close this episode out. So, first of all, we've been thinking of more questions. Don't worry, the questions at the end are probably going to get more interesting now that we've got things going and we got blood flow, so to speak. And otherwise, this is going to be pretty much after this high school thing is going to be over. We're going to do playoffs, and then we're going to hit probably hockey from then on, and football in the NFL. So
There's a lot. There's college bowl season. We're going to talk about that a lot, Jay. So get ready for that.
So just don't worry. We're still going to be a thing. This isn't just high school. We know you guys come here for high school, but still watch us because you never know.
There's a lot of interesting things that we're going to come up with. So, and there's
Yeah.
lots of topics that we've just been throwing around, and we've got a lot of them jotted down.
Yeah,
Things that we want to talk about that just kind of.
And you know what? If any of our fans have any ideas,
Yeah, send them to
send
us.
them in.
Well, yeah.
Email us.
Provide the address. There you go, bud.
Yeah,
What's the address?
that's
CJ?
exactly it. So we
The
got a lot of
address-
ways to get in touch with us. I would say.
The address is Assist Sports Podcast. It's exactly what it is.
Well,
gmail.com.
let's hold up. You can email us at assistsportspodcast@gmail.com. The best way to get in touch with us is on the Facebook page. Why would that be? Because you can get other people talking as well. I think it's great. So please feel free to reach out to us on the Facebook page. That's the best place. Okay?
All right.
That is a really good one. Hey, guys, would love to see you do a show on blank. This is not the match game,
and
by the
YouTube.
way. Is there a
YouTube.
song going do 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 do? It's not the match game.
Yeah.
Get on that Facebook page. Also, we got our YouTube page.
Click subscribe button.
All these videos get posted. Click subscribe.
And ring the Liberty Bell so you don't miss none of the other new videos.
Right. You'll get your notifications every time a video comes out. Finally.
Speaking of the Liberty Bell,
Yes, I saw it.
Just hired Joe Girardi as their next head coach.
Hey, good hire. Good hire. Like him. Like him a lot. Good Christian man. Love him. So listen, thanks everybody for a great high school football regular season. Don't hang up, though. There's a lot more to come. We got a lot coming down the pike. A lot. Lots of high school football players. We've got college ball games. We've got NFL. We've got NFL players. We've got a lot of hockey. We got
high school wrestling and
we got a lot of this stuff. We'll talk about a lot of those things, and we're also going to talk about March Madness. We're going to talk about
March
baseball.
Madness.
We're going to talk about baseball spring training. We'll talk hot stove stuff. Anything. Throw it at us. We want to hear what you want to hear about, and we want to talk about it too. But I also want to give shout outs to everybody who has been so phenomenal in sharing these posts as they go up on Facebook. Man, we love you. We love you.
Appreciate it.
Getting the word out there about the assist. We don't make money off this. We do this because we have fun.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Doing something because you like doing it, not because you're out to make a buck. We love this. We think it's great. We're having a lot of fun. We hope you are too. If you are, and if you like what you see, share it. We would love to hear from more people. People, send those join requests. I was answering them before I got online here. Join our group. Get into discussion. Let's start talking topics. I'll start throwing things out there. And let's get at it. Let's have some fun. Long show, but a lot of stuff going. Appreciate your time. Get out there and watch some high school football this weekend. Some of these teams won't have a game next week. Everyone,
Yeah, like Holy Redeemer.
like Holy Redeemer. Well, wait a minute. Holy Cross hasn't even had a game this year.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Way to
Everybody,
ruin that, man.
way
Yeah.
to ruin it.
Okay.
All
We'll
right,
see ya.
everybody, have a great
night,
one.
everyone.
Take
Take
care.
care.
Jason, sit tight.
Yep.
So,